Hi, everybody, and welcome to the only portfolio you need. So I'm gonna make a playlist now with modern portfolio building. It's not an easy task to build a portfolio, and some of you may be in the start of your creating life, where you're going out of college and university, and you're starting to make money. You want to create wealth. And some of you may be being in the last part of your working life, where you are looking forward to retirement, whereas you might want to be preserving wealth instead. So everything in modern portfolio building is about diversification. And how much you should diversify, it also depends on where in this life cycle you really are. So I am going to do a lot of videos in this playlist where I will go into the depth of which companies you maybe should buy, depending on where you are in this cycle, and how I think your portfolio should look like. So when you are in the cycle where you really want to create wealth, it's very important to concentrate your portfolio into the more risky assets, and where the ROI are bigger, but the risk are also bigger, of course. On the other hand, when you have created wealth and you want to preserve it, you need to diversify into a lot of different kind of branches, and you want to diversify so your portfolio can withstand all kinds of weather. So it's like an all-weather portfolio. So when it comes to a portfolio, I think it's important that you are in 4 different kinds of assets. So the first assets, which when you start out can be really difficult to get into, is real estate. So real estate has shown over time that it's a very, very good idea to be invested in. And real estate often goes up over time. It's certainly been one of my best investments over time. The other big part of your portfolio should be in the stock market. And even though the stock market has been very high for a long time, and now we're seeing some drawbacks, which is a very good thing, stocks are also proven to go up over time. So you want to be that, and then you want to mix it with some commodities and some cryptos. And I'll get into that on a later stage. So when we're talking about stocks, I want to give you some ideas on where to allocate your money. So I want to divide this into 3 risk cycles, or not cycles, but risk assets. So the one is the safe assets you see here in this area, where we have the Starbucks, the Berkshire Hathaway, the Apple, the Disney, the Gilead, the Johnson & Johnson. And I'm not saying that you should invest in these assets. I'm just saying that these are assets that I see as some safe assets. I mean, we all go to Starbucks. We all need, everyone is buying apples. And Berkshire Hathaway has really over time been a very good investment and safe investment for people. So when it comes to the more mid-risk segment, we have the Amazon, the Nvidia, the Tesla, where we are seeing a higher return on investment, but we also see a lot more volatility. And yes, I know that Amazon has just been going up since 2008, but we are seeing now that it's getting risk off, and then these kinds of companies are really getting hit hard. So that's what you have to take into account when you build these portfolios. So on the more high risk end, we're seeing companies like Mercado Libre, Twilio, Stratasys, and Creators. All these are small companies or bigger companies, but they are acting in a high risk environment. So they are always forward looking, much more than the other companies are. But that also comes with a higher risk and a higher return, of course. So we're gonna go deeper into what makes sense to invest in. When it comes to cryptos, I am in the belief that crypto is a part of the future. We haven't seen this much growth ever, and I believe there's not signs that this is slowing down. So you should be part of this. And with that, I would say that the biggest part should be in Bitcoin as it is now. But also here you can just go out the risk curve if you want to. And Ethereum and Solana especially is one that I am really looking at and I am invested in. But it could be something else. It could be something that you think would fit your profile. And then a little bit of that should also be an altcoin, because you never know what the next coin will be. And if you go in, for example, now where it's at its really low, you get the possibility of participating where other VCs have been participating for maybe 1 or 2 years ago. So you get the same price now. So this is a very important part of building your portfolio. So the third thing that I think you should be invested in is commodities. And the main focus to being commodities, especially gold, is to preserve your wealth. So maybe you shouldn't be investing in oil or silver. It was just a suggestion. But you maybe should consider having a small part of your portfolio in gold, and because it's been proving itself over time. So the more wealth you have, the more wealth you should invest in gold to preserve your wealth. So this is just a short introduction to modern portfolio building, and I want to go in deep depth with this in the coming videos. So thank you for watching, and like and subscribe, and I see you in the next one. Take care.